the question is reading in the area of work and my career. And I used the Vivid Journey Tarot, Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle, and the Earthbound Oracle for this. I did a past, present, future with oracle cards and also the 4 elements. So be reading earth, air, water, and fire as it pertains to the rest of the cards and work. As it pertains to the rest of the cards and the question of work and career. I just want to say thank you for letting me do this reading. I super apologize for the lateness and the time it has taken me to do the readings. And also for allowing me to get some practice. So thank you very much. Your first card for the past is the 9 of Swords. And I really didn't go in too depth about your past because I felt like it was past, at least in this case. The movement seemed to be moving very much towards the future. In the 9 of Swords, there is a girl trapped by a wall of swords. The swords represents a wall we create when we fall prey to our fears and anxieties. So it seems like in the past you had many fears and anxieties about and around working, and they were extremely overwhelming. It does say, however, that you have moved past most of them. However, you do have still some swords in your present. And that's going to be the next card I'm going to talk about. So the card in the middle is your present. And it is the 7 of Swords and number 65, the Dove. And there is some... These cards kind of represent the opposite a little bit, but not quite. The Dove is peace, a time of harmony, friendships, blessings, prosperity, abundance, healing, and good health. However, the 7 of Swords shows a man who's just stolen a bunch of swords. He can also be someone who is not telling the whole truth, a trickster of sorts. So on one hand, everything appears to be great in regards to your job and career. The Dove. On the other hand, something's not quite right. There is maybe a situation that looks great on the surface, but it's not. All it appears and will... Sorry. This is maybe something that looks great on the surface, but is not all it appears, and will take a closer inspection. This could be a new job offer or a career path that you are thinking about. It can also be that you are not being honest with yourself about what kind of work you want to do or where you want to go next with your career. So the 7 of Swords is also, it's about honesty. So I think that there are some good things in the work situation that you are in now, but not everything is quite what you want, and you're maybe not admitting what you want to yourself. You're sort of hiding or being a little dishonest. And that is, okay, people do that. Maybe you're just scared about admitting certain things to yourself. So, which leads us to the card above the Seven of Swords, which is the Eight of Wands and number 19, Daggers. This is sort of a message from your higher self, what yourself wants to tell yourself, basically. The 19 of Daggers does mean deceit, betrayal, and hidden aggressions. But we'll come back to that. The Eight of Wands is about movement. So the Eight of Wands is a very positive card. It's about a lot of movement. The Eight of Wands are flowing to a center point, indicating a very focused energy. So it's also the movement in this card is movement in the direction of the Empress and your future. And you can see the Empress way over here, and it's just swirling in that direction. The same wind that is giving movements to the wands is the same movement that is going to move you into a much better place in your work life. It may take some work and a willingness to see where the wind takes you, but you can get to where you want to be. And the dagger is just a warning of swords to watch out for the Seven of Swords, which is just sort of a and to look deeper at where you are now. Wands are about fire and passion. Let your passions move and guide you. Pay close attention to your interests, what makes you excited, what makes you happy. Consider them when you are thinking about your job and career. Are you doing work that inspires you, that makes you jump out of bed in the morning? Okay. So under the Seven of Swords is what is underneath, and what is going to, in this case, support and guide you into your future. So you have the Queen of Cups, and then number 39, Broom. And 39 is getting a situation into order. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing and mother-like. She's here to support and guide you. She is your rock, your anchor. She urges you to trust your gut and your inner voice. The Queen of Cups is also looking at your future, and the boat in the card is moving in that direction as well. It's almost like she's saying, don't be afraid of the deep, deep sea. Meaning, don't be afraid to admit to yourself or give yourself permission to realize what you really want in a job. You may find a mermaid down there, and that can be quite wonderful. Not quite the sea monster that you're expecting. Saying that, in the sea, even though it's deep and dark and maybe scary, it's not as scary as you think, and there could be a mermaid. Don't be afraid to take those steps to look down underneath the surface. I'm here to support you, and I am even giving you a boat. So she's giving you a boat to ride on the sea. And, even a mermaid could be even a guide. This one does not shipwrecks ships and trick sailors. This one is a very helpful mermaid. So, you are safe, and you only need to trust yourself in order to move forward. Okay, so I'm going to go to the fire element, which is the Four of Cups, here on the left. This is about the fire element. Fire is about things that are transforming and energizing in our lives, creativity, and what we are passionate about. However, there's no movement at all in this card. the figure is sitting very, very still, not even paying attention to the cups being offered before her. The cups are things in her life that once got her excited and she was very, very interested in, but now she is very bored. The Four of Cups is a card of meditation, reevaluation, and boredom. It can be a sign that we need to reevaluate and look within ourselves for guidance in our current situation. So your job was probably very interesting, but now it seems really time for a change, to relight that creative fire, and to remember what lights you up. Underneath the Four of Cups is Earth, and it's the Star card. Earth means looking at the physicality of life. What's going on in our job, what's going on in our health, what's going on with our money, what's going on, just what we do every day. The Star card is a card about balance and hope. So this means that you're going to be physically able to make the changes necessary to bring more balance to your current work life. And it's a hopeful card, and it'll be a guiding star to lead you into your future. So we're going over to the right side, and we're going to talk about air, which is judgment, which is the judgment card. Air is about intellect, mind, communication, and what's going on in the head. The judgment card is about really thinking about your past and your present. What have you learned? Do you have any regrets? And can you let them go and put them behind you? The angel is looking to your future, but the horn that the angel is blowing is pointing to the past. So think about how lessons that you've learned in the past can help in the future and also in the present. This is about judgment, about evaluation, about looking at the things you've done, the things you're doing now. What do you love about your past jobs? What do you love about your current job? How can you use this information to help you in future jobs? Maybe something like a pro-con list. This card is asking you to look back on your journey. It urges for an overall self-evaluation. To really think about what you want and what that would look like, and be smart and weigh your options carefully. So yeah, you want to take all the things into your account when you're thinking about your situation now and and what you want in the future, and how all of that ties in together. So underneath the judgment card, you have the Six of Wands, which is our water card. Water is about emotions and the way we are connecting with other people. The Six of Wands is a man riding a white horse. He's wearing a wreath. This man has just had a victory. Is all dressed up to be recognized for it. There's a feeling of confidence about him. So even though you have some doubts about where you are job-wise right now, and you don't just know what direction you want to go in for your next step, you do feel that you'll reach your goal. And you also come across to other people as someone who believes in themselves. Perhaps your current job is giving you some confidence that you can take with you, and some skills into your future. So for your future, you got the Empress, and I also wanted to pull some extra cards. You got the Home card and from the Earthbound Oracle, and the Key card from Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. The Empress card is all about fertility and new growth. She is the Divine Mother, giving birth to new life. Today you're in the planning stages. The pomegranates are the fruits of your effort that you're making now. This is that career that you are moving towards, that you're working towards. The key means freedom, but also keys mean to unlock things. Your path will be unlocked, and you will find your work home, a place where you feel very comfortable and supported, a place where you feel nurtured and safe to be creative in your work. The Empress card is like your mom. She cares, she supports, and she protects you. And that is how you're gonna feel in this future work environment. You're gonna feel supported, protected. It's very sunny in this card. This card has a lot of new growth. I don't know if you can see the little plants in the background, but they're blooming. So there's a new life happening. Even though you're getting this card in the winter, this is all about spring. Any ideas that you've been thinking about having, they're gonna come to fruition here in this future. So this card is really fantastic. Yeah, so that's awesome. You also have these two oracle cards at the bottom, Wealth and Message. And Wealth is a really great card to get in a spread about jobs, career, which also, involves money. And so I take this as a good luck sign that you will be successful also in the monetary fashion. The message, it always means to me listen, and listen like really, really closely to your inner self, the Queen of Cups, your higher self, which is the Eight of Wands. It could be your brain, it could be higher power, whatever you feel like that might be. You can listen to a trusted friend. You can ask them what they think of your current situation, and also if you have, which it seems like you're going to have, some future opportunities, their opinion on the matter. So just an overall listen to what's going on inside and what's going on outside to help guide you in a direction. I wanted to again thank you for letting me do this reading for you. I hope it was coherent and made some sense to you and resonated with you in your current place in your life. Any feedback is appreciated. Either if it's positive or if it's negative, I still appreciate that because I'm learning and I would, I'm trying to get better. Anyway, thank you, and